Okay, I'm sure quite a lot of you there were screaming that I was putting it in the wrong way, and of course I was. So, hopefully it'll be easy now to put it in this way.
Alpha, the Falcon is back. Prepare for him a hard work with attitude.
Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build the Megazord, where we are looking at issue 44 this week. We are continuing with the Pterodactyl and nothing to talk to you about this week, so let's just get started by looking at the parts we get in issue 44. And it's lots of these small parts, including this final electrical part that we'll be looking at today. And they've given us two on buttons on this little sprue, which makes me think that they think people might lose them, so just be wary and careful of that. Some of you pointed out last week that I didn't show off screwing down this part. I did of course screw it down in one of the parts where I had to take it all apart to re-screw it down. I forgot to show you, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that fin is screwed on there like that, and it is this part that we're focusing on first, because we will cover up these unsightly screws with this this yellow part here. It's got two pegs on the back for these two holes, and we'll just line them up and push it down like that. And what I really love about this is that it's got a very small trench around the outside of the yellow part here. It really adds some texture and some 3D-ness to this area, which was just a sticker obviously in the old toys and stuff. And it completes the front look of the Megazord there. So that is the Megazord chest plate actually all done. There we go, look at it. Nice and shiny with all my fingerprints all over it. Oh, this thing is going to be a pain to clean. Believe it or not, I did clean this before I started, and already like that. But there we go. So yeah, that is the front of the Megazord all done. So let's just flip around and work on the Pterodactyl lights here, and all the parts that are going to go into this slot here. So let me just put it aside for a moment. And the first part we will need is this white part here, which obviously has screw holes, which we'll be utilising later. And then we have this battery here. So this battery does fit in there. And there's a little hole here, a little hole here where the wire needs to come out. So I need to make sure I get this out correctly for the wire to come out. I feel like my battery's backwards. Oh, maybe if I do it this way. There we go. Put it in that way. There we go. So that pushes very neatly and tightly in there like that, and that's all done. And then we get the circuit board here, and this battery pack connects to, so if you see everything here, we've got the USB charger here, we've got the on off button there, the battery will just slide into this socket here, he says, yeah, like so. So that's the battery all installed. And then we need to bring back the Pterodactyl, and this wire here connects into the other port here. Just to make sure I get this right. Yep. Okay, so that should just push in there nicely like that. And while I'm here, I'm just going to test the lights. So let's just turn it on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. There's the eyes all working. Brilliant. So that's good. So that is the first, or the largest part of the Pterodactyl, the most troublesome part of this build all done. All the electronics work, so that is good. The next thing we need is this detailing part here, and we need to take one of these on-off buttons off the sprue, which I have just done there. It is so small. It is so small. And then this fits into that hole there from the back, like so. And I was going to put some tape over it to hold it in place, but I don't think I can, because Oh, I nearly lost it then. I've still got it, don't worry. I don't think I can do that. Of course I can. Yes, of course I can. Right, let me just get some more tape. Sorry, my brain spun out there. So I'm just going to put the tape over this side to hold that button in place to make sure that we don't lose it. And then we can focus on everything else going on this side. So what we'll need to do is line up the on-off button, which is here, with everything here. And it's quite fiddly to see this actually. Okay, there we go. So that is there. Oh, that on-off button works. That is on there like that, and then I do believe this swings round and screws down somewhere. Is it there? Oh, I've lost it. Right, so that sits in there like that. Then we have, I'm just looking at the instructions. So got this pair there, like that. Yeah, there's only 2 screw holes, so it must go on there. Yeah, so that button still works, so it sits on there like that. And then, excuse me while I just turn the page. It does push down. It should just push down. Okay, okay, yeah. This one's not wanting to go in. Oh, I don't want to push down too hard. I don't want to break any of the electronics. Oh no. I'm just going to do this off camera because it is electronic work. Be right back. Okay, there it is, all done. Right, what I had to do, it's this hole here that was causing, this hole here, ooh, I zoomed in too far. This hole here was causing a lot of the problem in that the hole was just ever so slightly too small to fit everything in. So I got a larger screwdriver and I just started screwing the hole. You can see the remnants there. Just started screwing it to get rid of those, barely even millimeters, to make sure that that all fits in, which it now does, thankfully. So then when that's all fitted in, it's just a case of lining up, well, make sure the wires are out the way, lining up everything. And again, I'm gonna have to take this off camera. Be right back. Okay, so I haven't fully got in yet because in all my struggling to push this in, I click it and the lights no longer work, which is a real shame. Oh, how frustrating. So I'm just gonna have to leave this for the time being because I don't want to push that down. I need to sort out the wires and make sure that they're all correct. But you did see it lit up. It lit up for a moment. And I'm quite lucky that we're not continuing with the Pterodactyl for a little moment because we are moving on to another Zord next week. Oh, what a gutting way to end this video. So at some point I need to take this apart, possibly rebuy this whole issue, because it'd be something with the circuit board that's broken. I hope it's not the wire from the Pterodactyl head. I'll have to sort it out at a later date. So it is a bit of a bummer issue to end on. But I still hope you have enjoyed it. Like I said last week, and like I'm saying again now, I make mistakes so you don't have to. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look at this, but ignore it for the time being because next week we are moving on to continue with one of the other Zords. We're not finishing off the Pterodactyl, we're looking at another Zord. So I hope you will join me for that. Until then guys, take care, bye bye.